never left. But let's just get into today's topic. So number one, I'm happy to answer questions as we are on this amazing, beautiful live today. But in the meantime, while we are having beautiful souls come into the room, I do want to really emphasize the power of just showing up. Just showing up and believing in yourself and putting yourself in a frame of mind to where you just kind of surrender to whatever your circumstances are. So you might need to count your blessings. You might need a reminder of like, you know what? Things may not be working out. Things may not be going your way. Things may be confusing. For some reason, things are just not falling into place the way that you thought that they were supposed to. But when you just surrender to it, there's this crazy level of peace that starts to overcome, just to kind of like wash over you. And so as long as you still have breath in your body, okay, as long as you still have breath in your body, there's something that God still wants you to be doing here, okay? So even though your week may not be going well, even though your month, you know, it's October right now, we are officially in the last quarter of the year, okay? Hello, hello. We are officially in the last quarter of the year, and it just may seem like things are just, you're like, man, I thought I would be somewhere else. I thought I'd be further. I thought I'd be deeper. I thought I'd be higher. I thought I'd be, you know, more elevated. I thought I'd have more money. I thought I'd da-da-da-da. I thought I would have traveled. Like all these things that we just assumed, right? But at the end of the day, sometimes God has you on this, like, sometimes God will have you on a path where it seems the perception is that you're going backwards, but you're actually being course corrected. And I know that sounds like it's one thing to hear it coming out of my mouth and be like, okay, that's nice. But then when you're experiencing it, it's torture. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. You don't understand why this is happening. You don't understand where this is going. But I'm telling you right now, I know everybody can actually look at their life and look for evidence in their life right now on where you thought you were supposed to be going a certain direction, you got rerouted, and now it's been 5 years, and now you understand, okay, that's why I got rerouted. So I just kind of want to remind everybody of that. It is October 1st, I believe, right? It's October 1st. It's the beginning of the month. So it's a beautiful time to reset, recoup, and everything that you wanted to do this year, you actually still can do this year. You actually still have an opportunity to do the very thing that you wanted to do. All the attempts that you've done are just not the route to get to whatever your goal is, right? So you may feel like, okay, I failed, or this didn't make any sense, or, you know, I thought this was going to work out and it just didn't, right? Thank you so much, Avo. I appreciate that. But no, guess what? You're right on time. Like God wants you. Like how many stories are boring that we hear of, like, yeah, I was born into wealth, and this is what we do every day, and we're with our horses and our yacht and our mansions and our, you know, you want to hear the rags to riches stories. So just know that every single time you quote unquote fail, you actually are just collecting more opportunities to A, teach other people with your stories, and B, get social proof that you've actually been through something. You've actually lived a life to have gone through something to even talk about whatever you're talking about, right? Like, people want to learn from people that have been through something. Okay? So if it feels like you haven't, like, and I'll say this is what kind of sparked this conversation today. So I went through a really tough week last week, like probably the worst week of the year. And I was like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. I pretty much had like a very, very steady year, right? Just steady, not too many crazy highs, but no lows, like it just very like neutral, steady and calm year. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm here for that. That's a huge blessing, right? And then I had this crazy tooth issue. Like my face is actually still inflamed from it. Like my face is still puffy. And I'm actually on my way to go get a tooth pulled right now. As we speak, I'm literally on the way to go get a tooth completely pulled out of my mouth. And when I was going through that last week, I had the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my entire life. If you've ever had tooth pain, I don't wish it on anybody. Like, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Tooth pain, I asked my mom this. I said, Mom, because she's had really horrible tooth pain too. I said, is tooth pain worse than giving birth? And from her perspective, she literally said yes. She said arguably tooth pain probably could almost be worse than giving birth, like, which is crazy. But like, if you've ever had tooth pain, severe tooth pain, you can't rub it, you can't soothe it. You have to take like a really, really high level of like painkillers to even try to cut the pain just in half. It doesn't completely 100% go away, right? So anyways, I had this crazy tooth pain out of nowhere. And I was really mad because I was like, there's some goals and things that I want to accomplish this year, and not being able to speak and being in so much pain. Let's see. Interesting. That was kind of a funny one. Sorry, we just had the trolls in here today. So, you know, I went through that pain last week, and I'm like, gosh, like, okay, first of all, the pain was excruciating, but then to deal with like the fact that it pushed me back on the trajectory of some goals that I have, I'm like, I don't understand why this is happening. I'm supposed to like, I have to use my voice in order to do what I do for a living, but like, I can't use my voice. I'm in just so much pain. I'm in just so much excruciating pain, right? And there were some deadlines I needed to hit, some deadlines I needed to meet. I wasn't able to meet them. It just was like a very frustrating, tough week for me last week. And so then I went through the woe was me, right? We go through that, right? We go through the woe was me. And then after like the pain, you know, I had to get antibiotics, which is super annoying. I hate taking pills. You guys know I do not like taking anything synthetic, anything fake, but you know, I had to take it. And so now that I'm on the other side of it, it was crazy. So I'm on TikTok, and this beautiful girl, young girl, she looks like she was maybe like 25, 26. Like she looked really like a young adult. And she was crying. And I'm like, oh, you know, what happened? You know, what's going on with this girl? I don't know who she is, but she just, you know how you open up your app and it just pops up with a viral video. And so I'm looking at her video, and she's like, yeah, I'm documenting my journey to blind, like I'm going blind, and this is my, you know, I'm documenting my journey. And she was saying how, like, if you were to see this girl on the street, you know, blonde hair, blue-eyed, young girl, you would think that she has her whole life ahead of her, which she still does, right? But like you would assume like, okay, she has great things happening for her. You know, she seems healthy. She seems like maybe she's just got out of college. Maybe she's going to get a job. You know, you just kind of like have just like a quick snapshot of like what you would assume if you were to just walk past her really quickly on the street. And she literally is like, yeah, you know, I'm going blind. Today I couldn't see in front of myself. Usually I'm able to really like have text messages up close to my eye, but I couldn't. Today's the first day I haven't been able to read text messages. And then when you look at her eye, you can see this like this glaze like going over her eye. And I was asking God to like just give me like a light at the end of the tunnel with like my pain and my situation last week. And basically God's just saying, look, like you think you have it bad. There's people that are going through worse things. Like count your blessings, because you're over here worried about your tooth and your pain and you can't hit these deadlines, but like you still have your vision. You still have your, you know, you still have your, you know, you have a lot of blessings in your life still, right? And then God popped up that girl where it's like she's literally documenting her journey to permanent blindness. And I just like said a prayer for her and just was like, man, like I just wish like a miracle can happen. Like I just pray a miracle can happen for this young girl. But it made me think of like, you know, this pain issue in my mouth was temporary, right? But at the time when I was going through the pain issue, I was just like, you know, my face was you guys, my face, I couldn't get online. My face was down here. My face blew up. I guess it's common, which is crazy. I you know, and my mom, I guess she had the same thing. She's like, oh, yep, same exact thing happened to me. But my face blew up all the way down to here. I still have like, there's still a bulge right here. So, my face blew up. I'm in the most excruciating pain. The pain is so bad. It was giving me a headache. I could barely open my eyes because like even blinking hurt. Like everything was just like centered on trying to soothe. My body wanted to soothe this pain, right? I'll be able to look down as soon as I look down and read your guys' comments as soon as I park here. I'm going to park soon. So, and then like, again, I missed out on some deadlines. Like there's just like all these plans I had last week and all these things, right? And then it brought up some other like deeper, just deeper stuff that, we all go through things, right? We're all human. And it just brought up some deeper thoughts in my head of like just things from my past. And it'd be crazy. You'd be surprised with what, no, I have to pay out of pocket. My insurance doesn't cover what I need. Yep, I have to pay out of pocket. So that was another thing too. It's like, okay, $3,000, boom, gone, right? Literally, just like gone. And I just was like, okay, God, what's going on here? You have me focus on this trajectory. I'm supposed to be using my voice. I can't even move. I have a headache. The pain is so bad I can't even open up my eyes. Nothing, you guys, nothing was soothing the pain. Nothing. Like no little rinkety-dink Tylenol, like Motrin, none of that. None of that. And I just was like, okay, this is crazy. Like this is really wild. And I just surrendered. I just was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm still able to open up my eyes and breathe. And then it kind of got me, I went through this wave of emotions where I was like, but like, why am I always like, having to resort to like, oh, at least I'm thankful for air in my body. I kind of like resented that for a second where I was just like, oh, well, at least I'm breathing. Like kind of like always like the positive outlook that we're encouraged to have. And it's good to have that, by the way. But like, I just was like in a mode where I was like, I just want to complain. So thank the Lord for my mom because she allowed me to just vent to her. And once I got all of it out, like just like complaining, the pain, just the tears, like the blood, sweat, and tears, all of it, right? Right, and the curly frizz, that's exactly. So I had to regroup, like, okay, I was like, God, what is going on here? And basically I ended up seeing other people that are going through things that are actually not fixable, right? Like actual genuine life on the line, blindness on the, vision on the line, terminal things. And I just was like, you know what, Ciana, just shut up. Like, just shut it down. You went through your hissy fit, shut it down. And so basically the message today is like, we all do that, whether we want to admit it or not. There's some point where we get frustrated or something, maybe we knock something over and it broke, or maybe we have to get like something happened with the car and now we got to drop $2,000 on the car for whatever, like whatever it is, right? Whatever it is for each and every one of us, it's like, we all got to just count our blessings. No, I'm not getting a root canal. I have to get an entire new tooth. So I had a root canal many years ago on this tooth and they don't last. Root canals don't last, which I didn't know that. My dentist, I'm going to see the same dentist that did my root canal 13 years ago. I'm actually on the way to him still right now to pull out that same tooth that he did. And, root canals, they don't last. So, and they're not able to save the tooth. So yeah, they have to completely pull the whole tooth. And then I have to get, an implant. So yeah, I mean, that's like kind of like, a lot of my business, but I'm basically just being vulnerable and telling you guys this because it's like, how many times do we say, woe is me, da 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 da. And then I just was like, you know what? At least I have the funds to be able to pay for it. At least I got through that pain. At least I have a supportive family to help me through, a tough time, just to kind of uplift me and, keep my spirits up. At least I still have internet. At least I still have my health overall. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened is the dentist said that it's just like, it's common. Like, it just is, there's going to be a point where your root canal just it it expires, right? So I can't really read that fully because I'm driving right now, but yeah, I'm gonna park in a few here. So, you know, guys, I think at the end of the day, I think what was powerful in the lesson was just like, you know what, we really don't have control. We do not have control over where God is placing us, what God has for us. You think everything's fine and normal and dandy and, you know, whatever we're thinking, and then boom, just got, you know, you just get put in an awkward position, a setback, you know, a roadblock, you know, these different things. And you just, instead of like just kind of going through this like this whole thing of like, you know, woe is me and it's never going to change, or, you know, why is this happening, all this stuff, just surrender. You know, that's what I learned. I just was like, you know, just surrender. And once I went through the whole wave of emotions, and now I'm where I'm at, where I'm like 3% in pain. It still hurts, but it's like, it's tolerable. And, you know, like I said, like, at least I have the funds to get a new tooth, right? Like, not a lot of people can do that. It's dumb that teeth aren't considered part of overall health. Exactly. I know. And it sucks because, yeah, well, that's just a whole, the whole bill is just like a whole nother part in itself. But, and it's like, you guys, I'm really big on my teeth. Like, cause they're like, oh, why don't you just, you know, you don't have to get an implant. You could just get the tooth pulled and like, that's it. And I'm like, I want a tooth back there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like that. But then I just was like, Ciana, at least you get to have the option to get a tooth. Like, some people literally can't get a tooth. Some people can't afford it. Some people, you know, and it's like, I really had to like bring myself back to planet Earth, instead of like, woe is me and oh my gosh, and I really like my teeth and and I just was like, you know what, Ciana, just shut it down. You have so much to be grateful for, so much to be thankful for. So, you know, God will put you in a position where he'll remind you, you know, you can start kind of forgetting how many blessings that you have in your life. And sometimes when you're put down to like a rock bottom kind of moment, you're forced to really look around and be like, you know what, I'm okay still. Like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm healthy. I'm safe. My issue is fixable. Yes, I went through a crazy level of horrible pain, but like, you got through it. And like, you're going to be fine. Right? You would be beautiful even if you were, even if you were a tooth. I got pop-on veneers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're a blessing to YouTube. So many fake people. Yeah, that's true. There is. You know, so guys, I just wanted, and I'm still here, by the way. Like, if you guys want to tap in with me on other platforms, I'm very active over on TikTok. So I help people grow their communities over there. So if anyone's interested, you guys are more than welcome to, I go on almost every day on TikTok these days. I also have an Instagram. If you guys want to, you know, stay connected with me over on my Instagram, it's Ciana Singh. Ciana Singh over on Instagram is just, you know, my same profile name that's here. Okay. So just so you know, because I know people are like, Ciana, where have you been? Where have you been? Let's see, what is your finance channel? So it's the C code. I'm also over on TikTok. So this is they're called engagement lives. So if anyone wants to grow their platform over on TikTok and start to make money with their TikTok, I am over there as well. And I'm also, so this is it's called WithLoveChuckie over on TikTok, WithLoveChuckie. So if you guys ever want to, like, if you're like, oh, Ciana hasn't been on for a while, what's going on? I'm really active on like all the platforms. So just kind of find me over there. So it's called WithLoveChuckie. I know it's backwards, but WithLoveChuckie, okay? Yeah, I'm going hard on TikTok. There's more opportunity for me personally right now on TikTok, but I'm trying to stay diversified and I want to stay active over here as well. Because I love this community over here. I really do. The Embody Pursuit community, we're a community of people that are always going after our dreams, our goals. We're always leveling up, right? Got my tooth pulled some years ago. I was broke and had to make a financial decision, LOL. If it happened now, I would have gotten a new tooth for sure. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like you have to just count your blessings. You know what I mean? It's like when I was going through that tooth pain, I was just like, oh, this is such an inconvenience. But then, like, I know the way God works. God is always doing stuff. Like, for us, in our human linear way of thinking, we're like, well, I'm supposed to do this and da da da, and I needed to check this off my list, and I needed to fix this and da da. And it's like, maybe God wanted me to literally just do nothing for a week. Like, maybe just God wanted me to do nothing for a week. And the only way to sit me down was to put me through excruciating pain, to literally force me to just lay. Like, all I could do, guys, was just lay down with a heat press up against my face and just be. I couldn't even think. You guys. Like, it hurt to think. Like, oh, I got to get up. I got to do this. Like, I couldn't even, everything hurt. Everything, oh, it was so bad, you guys. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. So, and it's still like, I still have inflammation in my face from it. So I think, thank you guys so much for the compliments. So yeah, guys, it's just crazy. Also too, by the way, I still have my, if you want to learn how to make money online and get your own website, I'm not kidding, guys. It is crucial. Everybody should have their own website. And when I say website, it's just basically a landing page with your own digital products. Everybody should have one. So that is available down in the description. Make sure to grab it up, guys, because it is like, we don't know where the world is going. And you want to be able to, as you're on here, I want everybody to be able to have their own way of being able to have a backup plan. And you'd be surprised. People are making thousands of dollars every single month. So, by the way, I also want everybody to get on my email list. Everybody should be on my email list. So that way, if anything happens, so if you just go to, I have some free things available, free, $0. If you just download this free training on how to make money online, which is really awesome, or the free reset guide, so if you go to my website, embodypursuit.com, make sure it'll automatically put you on my email list, and you'll get one of my free ebooks, okay? Brownies with ranch is good stuff. All right, guys, wisdom teeth. Yeah, and it's crazy because I've had a journey with my teeth. I've just had a journey, and you know, I'm really serious about keeping up with my teeth. Like, I'm very huge on hygiene, especially oral hygiene. Like, it's like, you know, I just enjoy having nice teeth. So for me, the tooth issue was like a really big hit on like my ego, you know, on how much I do care. And I asked the doctor, I said, you know, is there something I did? Like, I don't understand. Like, did I do something? Anesthesia didn't work for me either. Oh my gosh, I felt the whole oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that just hit my soul. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm so sorry. For real, for real. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Tooth pain is like, oh, it's so bad. And you guys, I have to get it pulled right now. I'm literally waiting. And the office is down, like a few blocks down. But I literally have to get an entire tooth pulled out of my mouth right now. But, you know, this is life. Like, we're not here forever. We're just not. You know, these bodies are amazing temples and gifts from God, but it's temporary. And it's just kind of like those little things kind of remind me of that. Like, man. So I asked the doctor, I said, was there something I did wrong? Like, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want any issues with the other side of my mouth. So I was like, can you tell me what I did wrong? He goes, you literally did nothing wrong. Like, he's like, it's part of being a human. Like, it's just like when you get older, you get knee pain or joint pain, or he's like, it's just part of having teeth. Like, they just, you know, you, of course, brushing your teeth, flossing, all that stuff matters, and and if even if you do it 100%, there's still always a potential opportunity for your, you know, something to go wrong. It just is what it is. So so yeah, that is what's going on. I literally, Play-Doh, I had the worst tooth pain of my entire life, and went to an emergency appointment, and they basically were like, it's my root canal. I had many years ago, and they don't last. Root canals don't last. They eventually like will give you some kind of issue like about 10 to 15 years in, and just like clockwork, mine yeah, it just needed to be replaced. And they're like, something about like they're not able to save the rest of the tooth, so I just have to get it pulled. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Make sure, guys, follow me on Instagram. Follow me over on TikTok as well, guys. We want to make sure to stay diversified. Also, get on my email list. For real, for real, for real, get on my email list, okay? So I have a lot of free stuff. If you go to embodypursuit.com, I have a lot of free things that you can get on there, and it'll automatically put you, like I have a free guide, I have a free reset guide, I have a free how to make money online, free, okay? So this is my website. I'm putting it in here, okay? And make sure to, there we go. So embodypursuit.com, this is my, I don't know if I can pin it. Can I pin that? Yeah, so this is my, did it let me pin it? Did it pin something else? Oh no. Unpin. Am I able to pin that? There we go. So that's my website, guys, embodypursuit.com. Please come back. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be back. Oh wow, I had mine 10 years ago. Yeah. So just continue to take care of it. Literally the same situation, root canal cracked and got infected and had to remove it. That's what I'm going through right now, London. That's exactly what I'm going through. And I didn't know this, but when they were looking at my x-ray, they said, oh, you cracked your tooth. And I'm like, what? Like, how would I not like feel that? And they said, you don't typically, like when you're just eating, you know, you're just being a human, like just eating, doing whatever, you can end up getting just like biting down and cracking your root canal and have no idea that you did that. And then, so you're just going on about months and years with a cracked root canal. And then like if any slightest like food or, you know, just any kind of like random infection, it just happens. Like for whatever reason, it just happens. And the way that they made it seem to me was that this is a common thing. When they do the root canal, they remove the nerve in there so you can't feel it. Oh, okay, so yeah, there you go. So it's like I bit down, apparently at some point, I don't know, in the last few years, I don't know, I bit down, and then now it just basically caught up to me. Like, you know, I just started feeling the pain. And now it has to be removed. So see, I have not on this side of my mouth, I have all my, you know, there's no issues. I don't have no cavities, no root canals, no nothing. But for some reason, this side of my face is kind of like giving me a problem. So I had to get the very back tooth taken out now. So that's what I'm on my way to do. I'm in about an hour here. I'm going to have my tooth pulled out of my mouth. So just pray for me that everything goes well and clean and clear and under control. And I'm just ready to just kind of get it over with. And you can't, because even though I have tolerable pain right now, and I thought about that. I was like, you know, what if I didn't have the money to go get my tooth pulled and all that, you know? Like, would somebody have to sit with this pain? And you guys, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Like, just to sit, just got all my 4 wisdom teeth, just get all 4 wisdom teeth out, if that's them. No, it's not. No, it's not my wisdom teeth. No, yeah, my wisdom teeth are gone. Kilo! I've been wanting to get you. Kilo, I'm so happy that you tuned in. I've been wanting to get you on a live stream if you're ever available, so I want you to give me the experience of your website and all that. by the way. I've been like, I don't know if you've been seeing me try to reach out to you. Hello, hello. How have you been? How have you been? I don't know if you saw, but I shouted you out on the community tab, but I wanted to get you on so that way, you know, you can promote your website and all that. Okay, so let's figure it out. Let's, can you email me? I know I have your email. I emailed you, but I don't know if it's the correct one because you know, maybe you're just busy. You didn't hit me back. I'm kidding. But yeah, email me and then we can like figure out a time. So yeah, just email me and say, hey, Ciana, it's Kilo. Let's figure this out. Just email me so that way we can do it. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. You guys, Kilo, the course that I told you guys about, Kilo took the course. Kilo put in the time and put in the effort, and now he has an entire website with digital products. By the way, Kilo, have you made any sales? Like, have you really been pushing that on your you know, with your community or on your right here, Kilo 25. Kilo 25 took my course. He now has a website. He now has digital products and services. Have you been able to make any sales at all? Like, even if it's just one. And if not, we can talk about how we can, you know, get you to, you know, help you figure out that. You did on day 2? Ah! Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm screenshotting that. Oh my gosh. Kilo is now a millionaire. That's the goal. Wow. You guys, that made my entire, see, I'm about to go get Kilo. I'm getting my tooth pulled right now. I'm about to get I'm literally waiting for my appointment to start in about an hour. I got to get my tooth pulled and I'm in pain right now, but that just made me feel 10,000 times better. That just made me feel 10,000 times better. So it's a course on how you can get your own website and get your first digital product up and going. And not only do you get your digital product, your first ebook, but you also get, not only do you get that, but you also get the ability to have subscriptions, a membership, your own course, right? So now Kilo, yes, to make money. Yes. It literally teaches you how to make money. Like it literally, it opens up a portal on how to make money. And like Kilo can now do a course on what I did. Like he doesn't have to send people to my course. Kilo can literally teach other people how to do what he did. Literally. Like the purpose isn't for people then to like send people back to me to buy my course. I want it to where people now buy Kilo's course if he decides to do one, right? Or like his services with like, I think it's like hunting or like there's something with a GUN involved. But yeah, so definitely tap in with his stuff. Go to Kilo's page, go to his website and check out all his stuff. Okay. But that is so exciting. So please, Kilo, please email me. I really do want to get you on a live stream. And it's just going to be chill, like just super chill, not like a scripted thing. It's just been like, hey, how you doing? How's your experience? What did you learn? What's your advice about the course? But yeah. So maybe we'll even hop on a call like before, just to kind of chit chat about it and then have it. Second YouTube as well, leveraging AI. Exactly. See, Kilo's not playing, you guys. And this is what I mean. It's like, you can still have your 9-to-5 job. You can still have, whatever you have going on, your career, whatever, but also have something on the side. And when you retire, you'll have this, right? When you, on the weekend, this is what you can work on. And then in 2, 3, 4 years, if you end up making enough money full time, if you really put in the effort to market your stuff, your services, you could be full time to where you could choose to quit your 9-to-5 if you wanted to. You don't have to, but you have the option, right? And then AI, like where the world is going, I'm telling you. Also, if anyone wants to grow their TikTok, I help people grow their TikToks very fast over on TikTok. So if you want to be a part of they're called engagement lives. Thank you so much for the compliments. They're called engagement lives. So if you go to WithLoveChuckie on TikTok, it's called WithLoveChuckie. If you go to WithLoveChuckie, sorry for my fingerprints on here. But I help you grow your community over there too. And so, for example, if Kilo wants to be diversified and like market not only on YouTube, but also on TikTok, I also help people do that too. So yeah, everyone go to my website, see what my services are right here. Right here, I have it, embodypursuit.com. Just go to embodypursuit.com. And it's also in the link in my bio. And let's get you going. Everybody should have a website. And when I say a website, Kilo, like, I don't know if you're still here, but like, it's not like this big deal, right? Like, oh, you have to build out an entire website and learn coding. It's just like, you're literally filling it up using AI with pictures and video and words that you literally can get from, to help you get fast tracked. Use AI, right? So for example, this is Kilo. Where's he at? So this is Kilo. Can I pull him up? I want to try to see if I could pull you up right now. Okay, so we're going to go to Kilo's channel. Yeah, so embodypursuit.com. This is his website, guys. This is so dope. Oh my God, this is just this just made my whole day. So this is, okay, I'm going to start over again. This is his page. This is his YouTube channel, okay? I know it's hard to see, but this is his YouTube channel. I'm trying to block the sun. This is his YouTube channel. Now, he has his link right here. He was able to learn how to get his website going from the course that I offered, and then he invested in. Okay, so when you click on his website, this is what he has. Look at all his services, guys. He learned how to do this with his own blood, sweat, and tears, right? He trained himself, but he took my course. And now he has his own website. Look, all his digital products. All his digital products. Look at this. So if you want to make your own website just like Kilo did, okay, with my course, go to embodypursuit.com. Go to embodypursuit.com. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for this this appointment, but I hope you guys have a beautiful, gorgeous day. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Also, share out any video that has helped. Thanks, country bugging. Okay. Babe, when you're ready to settle down, put in your chat, beautiful, let a brother know. You don't like younglings? Oh my gosh. The scammers are, the trolls are in here today. Okay. So yeah, guys, it's not a joke. Like, you can literally start to make money aside from your 9-to-5 with your own digital products. And it's like Kilo already has the skills. He just packaged it up in a way that's going to be available for people to get it from him. It's a structured way. He probably already was doing it anyway, but now he can just send people to his website. Oh, Kilo, can you help me do da-da-da-da? Oh yeah, go to my website, book with me, right? Boom, that's simple. Because he put in the time for a month or two, and then now he has that website and he can continue to build out. And Kilo, I'll just actually email me and I'm going to give you some more tips and tricks on some things. So yeah, email me personally and I want to tell you some more stuff. Maybe we can get on a call sometime this week. Okay? But have a beautiful rest of your day, guys, and we will talk soon. Bye.